Somebody is in the hospital bed right now praying to be in your situation. Try to ask some girl who was charging her phone with a portable charger. What a puta. Wrong with the world? What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mama. People need to be raised better. That shit makes me so paranoid. Oh my god, dude. But I fucking popped the rental car's tire, bro.
About to swerve into the toll booth and scrape the chain. Bring out your dad and blame it on yo.
You can't make this shit up.
One color, two numbers.
Bro, them live were fucking sick. If you don't start your day without a banana, dude, what is you doing? Banana in your smoothie, banana peanut butter, peanut butter, peanut butter. God damn it, this thing is just fucking dancing around in here. Man, I'll be sitting here driving in traffic and I'll think of some fucking random ass shit that made me crack up, and I just crack up. And just before I was laughing because I was watching Kill Tony, and he was some guy who was like, yeah, just how he's drawn to cats, and I just love cats, and I'm gonna bring over so many cats, and I'm gonna put all the cats on a jet plane, and I'm gonna come bring them back because there's the cats, and there's too many homeless cats. And like, Tony's like, what the fuck is going on today's show, dude? We got the fucking crazy cat guy gonna fly in all these cats. We got this guy, like, just the whole atmosphere, like, it's so fucking hilarious. Tony, that was the funny part. Tony said he had no lips, and he was just like, oh, I have small lips, and he's like, no, bro, you have no lips. Okay, let's go. Anyway, guys, it's gonna be completely random. Don't mind how I look, please. You know, so much shit to be said. But the best part is, I'm fucking here, baby. But it's fucking cold. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Florida does have, I feel the most scared on these highways. I don't know if it's because there's literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes, and it just gives me like that agita. I don't know if that's the right word. It makes me feel uncomfortable that there's so many lanes. Sneaking over, buddy. Don't kill me. I went to 7-Eleven and the only things I got were a bottle of wine to bring to my cousins, a pack of beer, Zins. You can't see, it is so cloudy. I learned this when I went skydiving. You wouldn't be able to jump. There's zero visibility. And the clouds are too low. And I just was thinking about that when I was fucking flying down. Like, the pilot is going strictly off of the radar. You can't see shit. And then as soon as the clouds broke, we were fucking on the ground. Like, that shit just spooked me out. I like to see the ground when I'm landing. I get really scared when I'm fucking flying. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a baby. I'm a big baby. But I mean, you gotta give me that. Today's world, you start seeing all these crazy shit that's going on. These crazy people trying to fucking bring sketchy shit, do sketchy shit. Everyone's sketchy. It's so fucking scary. So fucked up that people are fucking animals like that. Just want to kill people. Like, what is wrong with the world? What's wrong with the world, mama? People living like they ain't got no mama. Seriously, dude. Like, people need to be raised better. We need to spread kindness and love. We need that in this world. There's just so much fucking bad energy. Not even kidding. Maybe it's because I'm older and I'm online now, but when I was younger, I didn't think about violence happening as much. Like, I of course did. Like, I was very, like, didn't trust anyone, made sure to know, like, you know that, like, don't trust anyone. People are animals. There's crazy shit that goes on in the world. But at the same time, I didn't see it on my fucking feed, like scrolling down the feed where you see fucking people who are literally beating the shit out of people or pushing them in front of trains. Like, I didn't see those videos. so much stuff I didn't think about. And now I'm older, I'm constantly reminded that death can be knocking at your door any second, dude. And I guess when you get older and you realize how fragile life is a little bit more, you get to be thinking about it a little bit more. But that shit makes me so paranoid. Like, that's one of the reasons I had to stop smoking, because I would get high and I'd be like, everything would bug me out. I would be driving and nobody would be around me, and I would think that something's gonna drop on my car. like stupid things. Like, I would just be like, like constantly like freaking out. So I don't know if it's the media. I think it's a combination, but I had to stop for a little bit because I was getting mad paranoid. Probably the weed too, but being strong and just different nowadays. But and I'm not younger and stuff. Like I said, I have seen more and I'm aware of more fucked up shit that goes on in the world. So there's plenty of factors that come into play. But all I gotta say is I wish people were fucking raised better. I wish people were more kind. And I know I wish we all wish this. Like, I truly believe that majority of the people in the world live on love, and they want to spread love, and they want to be good people. Like, I really do believe there's so many good people in the world, but it's getting wild. And I swear, like, it could also be the whole border situation, just the economy, people getting crazy, just stealing and to feed their family, and getting violent to feed their family. Like, I don't know what it is, but it is just not being raised right. It is just getting ridiculous, and I am constantly like thinking about that stuff. Just, I wish it wasn't like that. I really wish the world wasn't so scary, because I used to not be scared about as much, but I really think that it's because I'm older and I'm not as naive as I used to be. So it's hard to say, but that shit just got me on my toes lately. You really feel it in here. You're like, protect me, guide me in the right directions, watch over me, because I got a lot to offer, and I'm not ready. Like, I haven't done the stuff that I want to do. Like, my mission is not complete. So I always say, if something happens to me, freak accident or something, just know I'm pissed. Like, I'm pissed, because I love life. And I know a lot of people do, but a lot of people kind of look for, they kind of go out there and they live this adrenaline rush, and they do these extreme sports, and they know that they could die. They go into these careers where they're the first responders. They're going on the front line. They know what's at their door every day they wake up. And like, not me, dude. I want to be on the safe side. Like, safe as can be. I'm just not ready for that side. Like, I want to spread love. I want to learn and grow. And I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not comfortable with that yet. I don't know if I ever will be. I don't know if anyone ever is, but, this gets me thinking too, like, health and stuff. And, being healthy, man. Like, I think about a quote that Paul Walker said. He's just like, somebody is in the hospital bed right now praying to be in your situation. So don't fucking go to bed depressed if you're fucking healthy and well. Like, I know it's a mental thing and people really struggle with it. I'm not dismissing it. I'm just saying, like, there's things to be thankful for at every moment, especially if you're healthy. Like, you feel sick from something small like the flu, and you're out of commission for weeks sometimes, and that really shows me those days that I don't want to go to the gym, those days that I don't want to do shit, I don't want to work on myself, I don't want to work on my goals, I'm just feeling like in my head a lot, or I'm feeling a little upset, I think about that. And I'm like, nah, dude, because think back to when you were sick as fuck from the flu in bed, and you wish that you could go to the gym, and you wish that you fucking could get out of bed and go do something. Like, and that's just the flu. Like, there's people out there struggling with some crazy life-threatening diseases, and some people never even got to my age because of that, you know what I mean? So you really got to put things in perspective. Like, everything is a perspective. And just gets me on my toes, gets me fired up when I start thinking about that shit. I'm like, yeah, dude, like life is so good. It is so good. Your health, being healthy is so good. So, and there's some certain shit that, like, I be thinking about all the time, and I'm like, dude, I wish that there wasn't microplastics in everything, and it could, like, you know, I wish that shit wasn't in our food. I wish our air wasn't ass. Like, I wish it was easy to live a healthy life without being cautious of it, you know. I wish it was just the law to, you know, like, I wish the law was to protect our health, but it's not. It's all for profit, and it's all fucked up. So you have to be your own advocate, and we know this, but still, it's serious as hell. It's one of those things that you gotta fucking care about it, man. You gotta be thankful. It's the number one thing, for me at least, that gets me feeling good when I'm feeling all crazy. Like, you know, I didn't get the position, or something happened to me, someone let me down, or my plans fell through, or something stupid that's so small. Like, no, there's always something brighter on the other side. There's always something good out there. You just gotta keep pushing, you know, and remind yourself of different perspectives. You know, it's not good to compare, because you have your own brain, and everyone has their own brain, and their own past, and their own future, and because of the way that they live and stuff, so, and the way they were raised. So, I mean, it's not good to compare, but sometimes it's good to look at other lives and picture yourself in their shoes, because I'm telling you, like, if you got, they say, there's like another quote, if you got food on the table and you got a roof over your head, you know, and that's just the first two things, running water, you know, and you know, 70%, you're more wealthy than 70% of the world. Like, if you got a car, and you got a job, and, you know, you got family, and you got your health, you're fucking rich. Like, so you got to remember that. You got to put yourself in perspective. And these are just my in traffic fucking rants right now, because, you know, sometimes you could be in traffic and you could be so pissed off and just whatever, but I'm happy to be here. That's it. I ain't got a time. I mean, I'm hungry, but it's my own fault for not fucking getting anything at 7-Eleven. I didn't even think about it, because I try to avoid the snack and stuff. But another thing is that I gotta really fucking be better at is I say this more often than I should learn, and I should have went to the store and bought one already, but I need to really pay more attention to bringing a portable charger with me, and having my phone charged, because today my phone died in the airport, and I had to sit there until my phone turned on, which took forever to get the rental car stuff for the guy to pick me up, and then I didn't know, you know, where I was going, and this happens, and that's also just dangerous. Yeah, so I gotta be more mindful about that, because I've been in some bad spots where my phone died. Like, I went to EZU, and I went with a bunch of people from my job, so, you know, like, they're all booed up, everyone's got a couple, everyone came differently, and when we were leaving, everyone's messed up, everyone's and I'm feeling it, and the show ends, and it was a nightmare. If you read about it online, like, the way that the concert was set up in New York, it was just not set up in a sense of where, like, good crowd control, so, or whatever you would call that. so when you exited, it was just crazy, people pushing, just wild. So I got lost, and my phone died, and once it came to that, like, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I just followed the people, and it split up at one point, and I went over the bridge where a lot of people were walking, like hundreds of people, and I was walking with some girl, and I was just like trying to be like, oh, this is the way to the Bronx or whatever. And then she's like, yeah, and I'm like, all right, perfect. Get there. I try to ask some girl who was charging her phone with a portable charger. What a puta. Like, I would give that charger to someone. You're sitting here waiting for your Uber. You're with people. I just asked to use your charger. Like, I was so excited when I saw it. It was like candy to a little kid. I was like, oh my God, you have a charger? Can I please use it? Like, my phone's out. I have no way to call an Uber. And she's like, no. And I was like, you motherfucker. Like, bad karma's coming for you, bitch. What am I gonna do? Okay, what am I gonna do? And yeah, so that pissed me off. I remember that. And then I was sitting there, and another couple comes next to me, and they're like, and I asked them, I said, like, oh my God, do you have a charger? And they said, no, but like, where are you going? We could give you a ride. And I'm thinking, okay, this is maybe good, but could be bad. And I'm sitting there like trying to get the gut feeling. They look like nice people. And I said, all right, I'll take the ride. And I had the address in my mind. So we go, and I'm like, now I'm in a car with strangers, and they're fucking flying. And I don't know what they're on. You know what I'm saying? And I get closer to where I was supposed to go, but they were like, this is where we could drop you off. Like, we're gonna take this bridge and this whole thing. And I said, oh my God, like, now I could be in nowhere's land where there's nobody. So I'm like, fuck. And I see police officers when I get out of their car, and I go, perfect. I'm gonna stand by the police officers while I flag down a taxi, because, you know, when in doubt in the city, you could always get a taxi by, you know, you don't need an app. So I stand by the cops, and I go, oh, thank God. I was like, yeah, like, I feel much better that I'm next to you guys. And they literally looked at me, and this is hard to even believe. They looked at me, 2 or 3 police officers who are in their outfits, clearly working or whatever the fuck, and they're men, and they look at me and they go, you can't stand here. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, you can't wait here. And I'm like, I just meant because I'm, like, alone and I just feel safer. And they're like, no, you could flag down a taxi at the street, like the intersection. And I'm like, disgusting, honestly, disgusting. Get a fucking grip. Like, you're not going to care about a little girl who is in, like, you know, a crop top and shorts and alone, and it's getting dark, you know, like, it's getting fucking dark. And I'm pissed off. So I go there, and I flagged out a taxi. This whole night was just because my phone died, right? Like, so stupid. I could have got an Uber right away. Just learning my lessons. And I go, and I flag out a taxi, I tell them the address. We get there. Now I have to think twice, because now I'm literally in the hood. Like, where I was meeting my friend, where her friend lived, was like kind of like a lower, like, you know, whatever that's income area. And there's people walking up and down, standing outside the apartment complex. Like, I just didn't feel safe. And I was like, wait, can I wait in the Uber, like, or wait in the taxi? Because I actually, and I was like, can I use your phone? Because I actually don't know what number or anything, or like what to press, or like what the fuck. So thankfully, when I told them that I was on my way and my phone was dying, they were kind of on the lookout. But this guy literally said, no, get out of the taxi. Another asshole. And I'm like, he let me wait. Like, I'll give him that. He let me wait for like 10 minutes. But then he's like, got so frustrated with me. He was like, just get out. And I was like, oh my God, this is terrible. So I go to the door, and it's obviously locked. And then somebody comes out, and like, I go in, because I'm like, I'd rather be inside. But now I'm inside, and I'm thinking, maybe I shouldn't be inside, because someone could pull me into their apartment and no one's gonna know where I am. So I'm like, fuck, do I stand outside and like have like the sketchiness of like being on the side of this like creepy alleyway in this hood that I have no idea where I am? clearly look lost, or do I go inside where someone could like potentially just in the hallway of their apartments just bring me in? So now I'm like, oh my god. And it looked scary in there. Like the elevator, like it was beaten up. Like it was scary in there. And no offense to him, but it was not somewhere I've ever been or seen, you know. It was out of my element for sure. So I'm just sitting there like, God, tell me what to do. Like, I had a breakdown though. I cried. I was like, oh my God, I'm so close. Like, I'm literally here. Like, where are you? So I just start screaming their names. And I'm like, Taylor! Taylor! And I'm like, Diaz! Diaz! And I am seriously frantic because I'm so close. But this is when reality hit of like, I don't feel safe, and I am almost so close that something is seriously wrong is gonna happen. Like, you had so many good moments to kind of get here, the best of the situation, and now is when you better fucking act quick. Like, if they're not coming out, what am I gonna do? There's no chance I'm gonna flag down another taxi on this alleyway. There's no taxis that come over here. So I am just fucking praying. I'm sitting there for like a good 15 minutes. And I go back outside. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna go back outside. And I see them walking back to the apartments because they said they started walking to my last location, which was far as shit. So I'm impressed with them. And that they even tried to do that. And they tell me they had the thought of like, there's no way, like she's probably gonna get dropped off here. We should just go back. So they're walking back and I see them in a distance and it was like, oh my God, dude, thank God. I hugged them, I cried, I was like, tears of joy. I was so happy, and I will never, at that time I was said, never again will I go to a concert, not charge my phone fully, and not have somebody with me, and not have a portable charger, because set up for serious damage could have happened to me. So happy. And then the craziest thing was when I get inside and I charge my phone and I am like a mud pit. Like that concert too, it rained and like I was just muddy and disgusting and it was bad. So I get inside and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta like take my fucking whole shoes and socks off. This is crazy. And I'm sitting there and my phone finally turns on and the first ring is my mom. And she was like, oh my God, I had a really bad feeling. Like I just had a feeling like something was going on. Like, where are you? Are you okay? And I just said, I'm good, because I'm fine telling my mom things afterwards. You know, I don't want to worry her, and obviously how would I have told her, but I don't want to worry her ever until I'm good. So I'm like, yeah, Mom, like I actually did just have a really intense moment. Like my phone died, I lost my friends, I got here though, like I'm with Taylor, like I'm good now. But yeah, it's funny. She's like, I just seriously had a really bad gut feeling. And this is like rare when my mom says that stuff. So it's real that I've read something that like your mother instincts and stuff, since like they had you in their womb and stuff, they're kind of connected. And I kind of believe that, you know, I hope to experience it one day with my own kids. But dude, mothers know. So she was like, I'm not kidding. Like I knew something was going, like I had a feeling you were like lost or something. And I was like, oh my God, thinking like she has no idea that I like went in this place with these random people, you know what I mean? Had to sit outside like the whole dude, I don't know when that cut off, but all I gotta say is make sure your fucking phone's charged. Bitch, I'm about to swerve into the toll booth and scrape the chain. Bring out your dad and blame it on yo. Okay. Now I'm by my right leg till I say okay. K9 on his hind legs, ripping off your face. All I gotta say is G59 to the grave. One color, two numbers. Bro, them live were fucking sick.
Fuck the others, I'ma bring the ruckus, somebody. Fuck your bitch, she swear she suffers under the covers. I'm
excited because I'm out of traffic and I'm 5 minutes away. And I'm thirsty as fuck. Can't wait to crack a fucking highlight. I wanted to fucking jam out to fucking Suicide Boys real quick. Because if you don't get fucking hyped to that shit, dude, what the fuck? How do you not? Peace out, bitches. I can't wait to get there. I look crazy and I'm a little embarrassed because I haven't seen them in a long time. I might pamper up once I park the car before I go inside. Anywho, not that y'all give a fuck, but that's just my brain dogging. What a fucking bummer, bro. I'm pissed off. What a fucking bummer, bro. I get to my cousin's house and I hit the fucking curb. And I've hit a curb before, okay? And never fucking popped a tire. But I fucking popped the rental car's tire, bro. And they say, you don't have fucking roadside assistance. So thank God, like, obviously I was there and my cousin changed it into the spare. But I'm driving this whole trip, so I had to tell them because I can't be driving all over the place on a fucking donut, bro, and I'm on highways and shit. Fuck me, dude. These are the things that come with traveling, okay? Like, it's not all fucking rainbows and sunshine. Shit happens, and this is just life, so. Such ass. Honestly, this probably is because when I was because I had a lot of good luck. Like, I was in Turks, and we got hit by a car, and I didn't report it, and I was nervous to report it because I didn't even know what the fuck was gonna happen. And the lady, I got all her insurance and shit, but luckily what happened was a miracle. Is Taylor met some guy the night before, and she called him just to have another witness, and he was right around the corner. He literally said he saw us on the side of the road, and we pulled right into an auto body shop that just so happened his uncle owns, bro. You can't make this shit up. And it literally, we were out of commission for maybe an hour. It was wild. And I'm telling you, like, there was a dent in the car. And buff it out, get rid of the scratches. I'm paranoid, like, when we bring the shit back, hopefully they don't see it. We threw some dirt over it. But he really did a great job. Didn't charge us. We were in our bathing suits, like, a little tipsy, just came back from kite surfing, like, on adrenaline, you know? And I was like, dude, no way, this just happened. And, like, that's also why I didn't want to, like, report it. And then we get to when we went back on our last day to bring the car back, the lady goes, oh, it's my first day, I'm inspecting your car, I'm doing a walk around. And I'm like, thank God it's a woman, and thank God. You know, because guys look at, like, because it was like a corner piece that was, like, buffed out that you could tell, if you looked hard, that we buffed it out ourselves. Like, you could tell. I could tell. And she's like, yep, everything's good, here's your deposit back, and sign this right here. And I'm like, fucking saved it. So honestly, like, and then on the sign it said, if you excuse me, get into any sort of accident and you don't report it, you literally, your insurance and everything gets they drop it. So I would have to pay out all out of pocket or some shit like that, dude. So honestly, like, I'm one of those people where I'm just thinking about that, and I'm like, well, I got away with that. So if something happens, you know, with this, which I still praying that I get away with this, but I'm just gonna tell them I don't know what happened. The tire just went flat. Like, maybe I ran something over. But dog, please stay tuned, because we'll find out by the end of this trip. But yeah, dude, that fucking just happened. I haven't even been here for a fucking full 12 hours. Like, what the fuck? So tomorrow, since I'm an hour away, I'm gonna drive back to the airport, get the fucking new car, and deal with all that before I have to go to this party, dude, at 9 in the morning. So I'm going right the fuck to sleep. I'm gonna have one more beer and go right the fuck to sleep. And also found out I'm going to fucking church, so I have to get a fucking dress, bro. I'm a mess right now. I'm like, maybe I'm just gonna wear these pants that I have that are, like, nice, like, dress pants, but my aunt said it's okay. But still, dude, like, what is happening? Come on, dude. It's only up from here, baby. Let's go. There's some fucking
fucking festival going on that I'm totally gonna go to. It's huge. Pirate thing. It's like someone with a G. I'm not even gonna try to say it because I already forgot it. And it sounds like gas. It's like gas Barilla or something. Yeah, and it's in Tampa, and apparently it's sick. So they have like pirate ships, and like all the boats come in the canal and shit. So it's like a huge like Mardi Gras type vibe. So I'm gonna go, but I'm also gonna fucking get this shit over with, and then I'm hoping by Friday night my move